Hey there folks, how you doing? It is Behind the Scenes Wednesday. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Anyway, so what's happening this week? What tips and tricks can we bring you? So a couple of things happened for me this week, and maybe if you are experiencing the same, I hope this helps you. So we are now entering the second week of February. You know, the energy from the new year, gung-ho, can kind of begin to fade off. And one of the things that I started this year was writing out my goals on a regular basis. Now, I did want to do it every day. I have to say I have slacked, but I'm definitely doing it every week. Probably a couple of times a week I'm writing them out. So if you are slacking on your goals, and if you're feeling the energy draining into that excitement energy of January is leaving you, just get some kind of a notebook, get a pen and paper, and just keep writing those goals out, keep refreshing your memory. I know for myself, when you're working for yourself, it can be you're your own motivator, you're your own boss, you're your own everything, and it's important really basically to do that. So a couple of things that I'm working on this week, very exciting actually. So one is the Global Online Star free website audit. If you go to globalonlinestars.com, and you'll see the menu option there to get your free website audit. So did the first one this morning. That's live on this Facebook page. You can come back and look at it. So that was really good. The other thing I'm working on is the Global Online Stars launch. So we're starting the Global Online Stars program again in March. And I'm just working on sharing some content for Global Online Stars at the moment. One of the things that I really want to do this year is launch in a very different way. So previously I had done some bigger launches, and honestly, I'll put my hand up, they completely burnt me out. I was wrecked at the end of them. I got some great results. I was very happy with the income that I made from them, but for me, I just felt it wasn't sustainable. I felt absolutely exhausted. I was working late in the evenings. I was breaking my own boundaries and my own rules because I didn't want to do, I've got young kids. I want to be there in the evening. And to be honest, now my evenings are my own. I go to my own, I go to classes in the gym. So I just don't want my life to be completely disrupted. So I'm creating a new way of launching for me. So watch this space really. I'm kind of creating it and flying the plane at the same time. So before I did fairly intense launches, and I just don't want to work that way anymore. So I'm creating a new way of launching. So watch this space and see how it goes. So I've got some stuff coming out actually at the moment. I've got a really great roadmap for people, for anyone who wants to create like a digital income and who wants to explore what that looks like. Because often before you even, the problem is that often when you go into the path of creating digital income, you really don't know where to turn, what's next, or what the options are. So I'm creating this really great roadmap. I'll have that released hopefully by the end of the week, so keep an eye out for that. And the other thing as well is that often people get into these things, and if they had known a little bit ahead in advance, they may have done things differently. And the other thing as well, with creating a digital business, there are no rules. You can do whatever you want. And the one thing I always say to people is, create, test, measure, repeat. Whenever I'm working with clients, we work off that premise. Create your strategy, test it, create, test, measure your results, and then repeat it with the tweaks from what you learned. So no matter who you're working with, no matter what kind of online business strategy, and no matter what kind of business you're in, there is no magic pill for any strategy that it's going to go into this. You're going to put it out there and it's going to come out with exact results, because there are so many variables. Even let's say with the election on now at the moment, for anyone who was maybe running something or some kind of advertising, the election in Ireland has taken over a lot of mental space and TV space and online space. So just remember that no one has a magic pill. Anyone who's doing the business strategy is you know, obviously learning from other strategies they've done before or done with their clients before, and obviously you'll have a foundation of knowledge. But every time you run a campaign, there can be so many different influencing variables. So create, test, measure, repeat. Remember that one. The other thing that I want to talk about then today is basically around your weekly marketing. One of the things that came up for me in the last week or two is I've been getting more focused on my numbers, tracking some numbers every week. And one of the things that came up was because I was tracking them in a new way, I got massive resistance. Massive resistance to basically to implementing and to doing the work to get these numbers. And one of the things that I said this in last week's video was that when resistance comes up in your business, make sure that you outsource it or automate it and get it out there. So it's really important that if you're putting out your marketing on a weekly basis, and maybe if you're not, and this is one of the things that I found was the weeks that I was tripping myself up, I was like, oh God, is that really good enough to go out? Oh, you know, I need something else. You know, I need to put my makeup on. I need to do this. I need to do that. I can't do that video because, you know, I blah blah blah, a million excuses, right? And if you're nodding with me here, the thing is that at the end of the day, it's what you put out there, it's the content that's important, it's the value that you provide, and it's the difference you make to people's lives. And honestly, it's really got nothing to do with you. And I have to constantly remind myself whenever I'm creating anything, Martha, this is good enough, your stuff is enough, get it out there. Your stuff is enough, get it out there. So remember, keep that going around in your head. My stuff is enough, get it out there. It's going to make a difference. It's going to make a really big difference to people's lives. And honestly, you know, I was speaking to someone recently and I was saying that like when you get to a new level, you get to a whole new devil, and those mindset things that either sabotage or procrastinate you in your business and your work, they just come in different disguises, you know. And the thing is that you learn to deal with them better and better. I know over the years I've learned to deal with all of these things in a better way every year. But every now and again I do catch myself up. I do have bad days where I just say, okay, Martha, just get your shit together, get back on track. And one of the things, I actually did it today because I have to say I didn't have a great day yesterday. I've got an issue with my shoulder. I've got what's called an impinged tendon in my shoulder, and I had it looked at yesterday, so it's quite sore. So I didn't have a great day yesterday personally myself. So one of the things that I shared with you a couple of weeks ago, one of the things that I have created is called How I Make My Week Work. So I basically have Monday to Friday written out and what I want to, the tasks of my business that I want to work on every week or every day. So this morning I said, oh God, you know, I just really wasn't in good form. And I was like, open that document. What day is it? It's Tuesday, Wednesday. Open up that document. What am I meant to be doing today? Had a quick look at that, got me back on track, got me into the tasks that I was meant to be doing today. And it really just put me back on track and took me off that personal detour that I was bringing myself on. So if you have, there are a couple of things that I hope will help you. Get your stuff out there, it's enough. Have your document outlining your week and how you should work. I know everyone has their calendar, but it's the other stuff in between your appointments that you need to be thinking on and what you need to focus on. Yeah, so watch out for the other stuff that's coming from me. I hope this video was helpful to you, and that's behind the scenes Wednesday for today. Lots of love and have a great week, and remember, you can do it. Keep shining, believe in yourself. I believe in you, and we're here to make a difference to everyone who wants to see what you can bring to the world. All the best. Take care. Bye.